Step 1. Let's start by making wall like 3D composition by using box. Activate the move command. Now provide the point from which you want to move the box. You can type 0 to send the box to the origin directly, or you can do it manually if you have any specific point to move to. Next, I will copy this box all around. For that, I will show you what are the various ways to use copy command in Rhino and when to use what. Let's start with regular copy command. Select the objects to copy. Now give the endpoints or the base points from where you want to copy your boxes as shown. Now, this is copying one by one, which is taking a lot of time. Therefore, for a greater number of same objects to copy at the same distance, it is recommended to use array copy command in Rhino. Let's undo and use array command. Type the initials of array command, then select the array command from the list. Now select the objects to array and press enter. After that, you will see it will ask you to provide number of objects you want to copy in X direction. As you can see in graphics area, red color line depicts the X direction, but we don't want to copy objects in X direction. So I will type nothing here and press spacebar. Now it will ask to provide number of objects to copy in Y direction, which is green color line in graphics area. And we want to copy 9 boxes in Y direction. So I will type 9 in the command prompt and press enter. Now it will ask to provide number of objects to copy in Z direction. So here also I will not give any number as I don't want to copy anything in Z direction. So I will hit space bar again. Now you need to provide the spacing. I will start from one end of the box and finish at other, which will define the spacing of all my boxes as shown. Now left click to complete. But this is just preview. You can see it is showing it through pink colored lines. You can see in the command prompt, the number of objects is 9 and spacing is 20 meters. Still, you have an option to change and edit these numbers before the finalization of the copy. I am okay with these numbers and I'll press enter to complete the array copy. Now, I have to copy all of them in Z direction to give some height to the wall. I will select all of them and activate the array command again. This time I don't want to copy in X direction, so we'll keep their value as 1 and press space bar. In Y direction, as previously we have given the value of 9, it is showing 9 by default, so I will change it to 1. Now I want to copy all the boxes in Z direction, let's say 4 times. Type 4 and press enter or space bar. Now it will ask to provide spacing in Z direction. So I will use reference point method, starting by giving the first reference point and then the second reference point, and left click to see the preview. I am okay with this and I'll press enter to complete the wall. Now I will create some openings in the wall by deleting some boxes in between. You can experiment with different pattern of openings in your composition. Just select the boxes and use delete button to remove them. Let's continue the wall on other side. For that, I will select the 4 corner boxes and use array copy. Copy the boxes 8 times towards X direction and complete the array copy. Now I will go to the top view and select the side wall and copy paste it on other side. But this time I will not use array command as I only have to copy one time. So I will use regular copy command and give the point of copy and copy the wall on other side. Now let's go to perspective and check. It looks fine. This is what I wanted. Now let's create openings on other side of walls as well. Now important part is layering your objects from the first place so that when the model becomes complex, it's easy for you to access different parts and components of model by using layers. As I've created most of the walls, Before moving ahead, I will put them in separate layer. For that, I will select all the boxes, then go into the Layers tab in Panels. Find New Layer option in that. Click it to bring a new layer in the Layer panel. Now, rename the layer to Box. Right-click the box layer and search for Change Object Layer option as shown. Select it and it will put all the boxes in box layer. To cross-check, you can try turning off the box layers from the layer panel by using the light bulb icon. Now it's time to arrange the cylinders. For that, I will select the cylinder to move. But before that, I will go to OSNAP bar and activate project option. This will help in projecting the snapping point at 0 level plane. Now I'll take move command and in top viewport I will snap the center of the cylinder and place it at 0 level near the wall as shown. And because our project snap is on, that's why it is getting placed at 0 level automatically. Otherwise it would have randomly snapped to any box corner at any level. Once you're done, you can deactivate the project option. Now I will move the cylinder further by using the quad point and align it to one side of the wall as shown. I want to create an entrance-like structure by using cylinders. So I need to copy these cylinders in Z direction. For that, again, I will use array command. Select the object. Keep the numbers for X and Y direction as 1. And for Z direction, as I need 5 copies, so I'll type 5 and press enter. Now I will provide the spacing in Z direction for the cylinders to copy and press enter to complete the array copy. Now our cylinders are stacked. Next, I will go to top view and copy the same stack to other side. But while snapping, it is creating disturbance and I am not able to snap the quad point. So I will go to OSNAP bar and uncheck the box of center and endpoint and keep only quad snap on. Now I can easily snap the quad point and by using the copy command, I will start copying the stack of cylinder to other side. Now I am not able to find the intersection point. So I will go to OSNAP bar and activate the intersection snap. Now I will place the stack of cylinders at another corner. Oh, I think I have moved it accidentally. No issues, I will bring back the copy command and copy the stacks again to other side. Let's go back to perspective and see our composition. Okay, cylinders look intact. Now I will arrange the cylinders over box walls. So from the top view, I will copy the cylinder and place it to the nearest box. I will go to perspective to check the placement. Yeah, it's good. Let me tell you one more trick of managing your viewports which I haven't told you before. Let's go back to the default 4 viewport layout in your graphics area. Bring your mouse cursor at the center of the intersection of 4 viewport as shown. The cursor will change to a move cursor and now you can just click and drag at any direction to change the size of any viewport you want. For example, in this case, I want to increase the size of perspective viewport a little bit. So I will click and drag to adjust accordingly as shown. Now I will start copying the cylinders and arrange them one by one over the boxes at random positions. You're free to choose your arrangements as per your composition. But I am not able to give an intersection or base point to copy the cylinder. You can see in perspective it is snapping randomly anywhere. But I want the cylinder to be placed on top of the box. So to solve that, I will not copy using top viewport. I will use perspective viewport now to copy the cylinders accurately. I am telling you this so that you can understand when to use which viewport to make your work faster and accurate. Now, I can easily provide a base point or the reference point from where I want to copy my cylinder and start placing it over the boxes all over the composition. To make this copy process faster, I will collectively select all these cylinders now and copy it on other side as shown. Let me bring back the default 4 viewport layout. Now, from the front view, I'll select all the cylinders at once. Once they are selected, I will activate copy command and then provide a base point or reference point to copy and paste the whole thing to the other side. This step is easier to do it in perspective viewport. I will add some more cylinders on the remaining boxes. I will copy only one cylinder this time by using a base point of the box and place it on the remaining wall boxes. Now, I have placed most of the cylinders. Now is the time to put all of them in layers. So I will select all of them at once by using right-hand side viewport, create a new layer in the layer panel, name it as cylinder, then right-click and change the object layers to cylinder. Remember, your object which you want to put in certain layers should be selected while doing this. To select remaining cylinders near the entrance, it will be faster to select by using top viewport. And after selection, I will use the same method to put them in the same layer, hide and unhide layer from the layer panel just to cross-check once. Now is the time to arrange the cones. I will select and move the cone from the quad point and move it to place on top of any one of the cylinders. Next, I will cover all the cylinders with cone by using different reference points to copy. Now, the same step, let's go to right-hand side view, select all the cones and put them in separate cone layer. Next, I will define the entrance little bit. For that, I need few boxes at the top and place it in between two stacks of cylinder. So in the perspective viewport, first I will select one box and copy it on top of it. Then I will move it on top of the cylinder near to it and start copying it along the same line. I am creating my own arrangement randomly. There is no strict rule that you have to arrange in the same way, but feel free to be creative in that. Okay, the entrance is almost done. Now it's time to arrange the spheres. I will select the sphere first. And using the right side viewport, I will move the sphere from the quad point and place it at the tip of any cone. Make sure your endpoint snap is activated and then you start placing the sphere. Instead of doing it in right side viewport, I will use perspective viewport to do that. Now the sphere is placed at the tip of the cone. I will insert the sphere a little bit inside the cone just to make it more interesting. Now I will copy these spheres and place it on all other cones except the two main cones at the entrance. I will activate copy command, select the sphere and give the base point from the box as it's easier and more accurate. And then I will start copying them one by one. Once all the spheres are copied, I will go to right-hand side view and select all the spheres and put them in separate layer in the same way as I have placed other solids till now. Now, it's time to put some decoration at the entrance. I will select the pipe I made by using the control point curve in the beginning when we created all the solids. Then I will use move command in the top viewport to place this pipe as an attachment to the entrance gate. Let's go in the perspective and check it. Yeah, the pipe is short from the bottom. If you go to the right side view, you will see it not touching the ground level or zero level. So I'll select it and move it back to the ground level first. Now in the perspective viewport, I will select the pipe and scale it in Z direction by using blue color square in the gumball. Click and drag the blue square and it will scale the whole pipe in Z direction only, but on both sides, up and down. But if you hold Shift key and then click and drag, it will scale the whole thing proportionately. I think this is okay for me. Now I will go to top view and do some changes there. Next, I will use mirror command to do an opposite copy. So I will type initials of mirror command and select it from the list. Now it will ask to select the object to mirror. I will select the pipe. Now it will ask to provide start of the mirror plane. Before that, you also have options to choose from. Like, do you want to mirror using 3 points? Do you want to mirror and copy the object as well? Or do you want to copy by defining the world axis of X, Y, and Z? So here in this case, I want to copy and mirror both. So I'll keep copy as yes and start giving the mirror plane from the center of the wall in Y direction. And the mirror is done with the copy. Now let's go to perspective view to check. Looks good. Now I will select these pipes, go to layer panel, add a new layer of entrance and put the pipes in that layer. Now the last element in composition is floors. For that, the best tool will be box. So I will go to top view and activate the box command. Next, I will create a rectangle from edge to edge of the wall. And to make sure the rectangle is made at the base level, it is important to activate the project snap in the OSNAP bar and then start making the box. Now, start making the rectangle of the box by providing the start point at one corner and end point at one corner. I will also provide some thickness to this floor. Let's go in perspective view and see that. Now the composition is complete. You can create a separate layer of floor as well. And if you want, you can extend the floor as well by using the box tool. That's it for this exercise. See you in the next lesson with another exercise.